If you're sitting at home and you really want to study but you don't know how you're going to fund your studies, this video is for you. If you have a cousin, relative, boyfriend, girlfriend, uncle, friend, whoever wants to study but they actually don't know how they are going to fund their studies, you, my friend, you are listening on their behalf, and I'm asking you to please share this video with them. You never know, this might be their breakthrough moment. Hi, welcome back to the channel. Hilma here. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. If you are new on this channel, hi, my name is Hilma. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please consider clicking the subscribe button so that you become part of the family. I think this is going to be the most educational video I have ever done on this channel, because I am not serious like that. I share vlogs and that's it. I just thought to myself, since I have this information, I can't keep it to myself. I know someone out there will find this information helpful and they might actually try their shot and actually become lucky and get selected. Sometimes when I go to my comment section, I'll always find comments like, how did you come to India? How did you go to that university? How? And there's also that group of people who are just curious. Those ones are just curious to know, like, how did that girl end up in India? To answer your question, I came to India to study. I came on a scholarship. The name of the scholarship is ICCR, Indian Council for Cultural Relations. It's a fully funded scholarship. You do not have to pay for anything. Your job is basically to study. I'm so sorry for the noise. My hostel is close to the road, so if you're hearing any noise, please just pardon me. I'm actually hoping I'm audible enough and you can actually hear me. So let's get back to the main topic of discussion. The application process for the scholarship is currently ongoing and the last day to apply is 30th of April. So you do not have time. You have to put all your documents in order and actually start applying. The link is in the description box. I'm going to share my screen in a bit just to explain a few things. Now I'm going to talk about a few things which I think they are of utmost important. Number one, what is the eligibility criteria for the scholarship? You must have good academic performance. Applicants who want to do undergraduate or either postgraduate should be between the age of 18 years and 30 years old, and if you want to do your PhD, you need to be below 45 years old. So what are the documents which are actually required for the scholarship? Number one, you need to have a valid passport, and this passport should be valid for the duration of your course, meaning if you want to do your undergraduate, it should be valid for at least 3 to 4 years, because in India undergraduate is 3 years. So just to be safe, your passport should be valid for 4 years, and if you want to do your masters, it should be valid for 3 years. If you want to do your PhD you are given up to 5 years to complete it, so at least your passport should be valid for 6 years, just to be on the safe side. And you also need to have your national ID. Another important document is that if you are applying for undergraduate, you need your high school transcript. If you are applying for postgraduate, you need to have your undergraduate degree and transcript, as well as your grade 12 certificate. And please, if you are from a country where your documents are in another language, you need to translate your documents to English. Just keep that at the back of your mind. So what does the scholarship actually cover? As I have said, the scholarship is 100%. Everything else is catered for. They pay for your accommodation, they pay for your tuition and examination fees, you get a monthly stipend, and you also get a return ticket. So what are the courses which are funded by ICCR? Most courses are funded by ICCR except for medical related courses, meaning they do not fund medicine, dentistry, radiography, nursing, physiotherapy, anything related to medicine. They do not fund it. Also, if you want to become a fashion designer, whereby you want to study fashion design, they do not cover that. But all the other courses, you are free to apply. You never know, you might be the lucky one. There's something important that I want you to keep at the back of your mind before we actually talk about how the whole application process works. You need to have a health insurance. So if you want to apply and you already have health insurance, make sure that it's internationally recognized. If it's not internationally recognized, no need to worry. You can come and apply for one once you arrive in India. That's what I did. Because I didn't have a health insurance, I applied for one when I arrived in India. So now we're going to talk about the most important thing, which is the application process. The application process is done online on the A2A portal. You do not have to pay for anything as long as you have an internet connection. Unless of course you are using the internet cave, maybe you don't have internet at home and you need to use the internet cave to use their computers, that you need to pay. But the application process itself, you do it online, you do not have to pay for anything. As you just need to have an internet connection and a laptop. Now if you are applying for this scholarship and you're from Africa, I want you to keep this at the back of your mind, and please do not forget, because it's very, very important. Under ICCR, there are different schemes. You have the North American scheme, there's a South American scheme, there's the Asian scheme, and then there's African scheme. So if you're applying for this scholarship, make sure that you select African scheme, because if you do not select African scheme and you go and select another scheme, you will not get all the benefits of the scholarship. For example, they will not pay for your ticket. Please just make sure that you select African scheme. So how do you actually apply? When you click on that link, it will direct you to the portal, and on that portal you need to register. Since you are a new applicant, you have to register. They'll ask for a few of your details, including your email, your phone number, I think, and then you need to create a password. Please make sure that you do not forget your password, because you need to be tracking your application. Make sure that the email that you use is actually a valid email address, and make sure that it belongs to you, because that way it's just easier in case you get accepted. You know, when you put someone's email, they might miss your email. So just make sure that you put your own email address and then you enter your own phone number. That way it's much easier. At this moment, I'm assuming now that you really want to apply for the scholarship because you are done registering. The first thing that I advise you to do, or on the portal, there's what we call a medical fitness form. So you need to download that medical fitness form, print it out and go to the hospital. You give it to a doctor. You tell them that you are applying for a scholarship because they need to run some tests on you. You give them the letter, not the letter, but you give them the form. They'll know what to do. Just tell them that you are applying for a scholarship and you are required to do some tests. And then after you get back the form, make sure that before you leave the hospital, make sure that you get a hospital seal or stamp so that your results don't look fake. I'm so sorry for the noise. There's so much noise going on, but just stay with me. You are allowed to apply to a maximum of 5 universities. I am not the right person to tell you which university you should apply to. That will be entirely up to you. However, what I advise you is just make sure that you select a university which is internationally recognized with good rankings. That's it. But please do not come to my please do not come to my comment section asking me, Hilma, which university do you advise me to select? Because what if I give you a university and then when you get accepted and then you come here, you'll be like, oh, I don't like this place, someone made me apply. Please just make sure that whatever you select, it's where you are going. As I've said, you search on Google, you will see the buildings, how they look like. So please I cannot help you in that regard. When it comes to selecting universities, I cannot help you because that should be entirely up to you, because I might recommend a university and then when you get accepted and you actually come here, you will not like it. So please just go on Google and search. There is a list of all the universities which you are required to select from on the portal. I think there are about 32. You select whichever university is appealing to you and then you apply. Please just dedicate a day to do research. Dedicate a day to do research, because the university are a lot. Of course, you are going to be a bit confused. There are about 32. So you need to select whichever at least five. You select whichever university you want to study. You go on Google and then you type in that university name, and then you see on their website if they offer your course. And please, whatever university you select, make sure that the medium of instruction is English. Do not go and select a university where they teach in Hindi, because you are going to suffer. You will not understand anything. Just make sure that whatever university you select, the medium of instruction is English. Please also make sure that you submit all the required documents. You are also required to upload a passport size photo with a white background. Don't take it like it's not important. It's very important. Please make sure that you submit all the documents that they've asked you to submit. The medical fitness form that I talked about earlier, you also need to upload it on the portal together with all your documents. That's why I'm saying please do the medical fitness think first before you even start applying, because that way it's just going to be easier for you. Because also the results at the hospital, some results take longer to come out. When you are filling in the form, this is very important. It's important. Make sure that you fill in the whole application form. If something does not apply to you, you write not applicable. Do not leave out any blank spaces, because it's just little things like this which will make you get disqualified. Now, on another thing that you need to do, you are required to write an essay of not more than 500 words. There are, I think, about 5 topics which are on the portal. You need to select one topic and then you write on that topic. Make sure that it's your own original work. Do not go and copy from Google, because you will be disqualified. And it's little things like this which really makes us to just get disqualified. Make sure you do your research and then you write an essay. Now, if they say not more than 500 words, I know you are smart, né? But don't go and write over 500 words. Do not go and submit an essay of 501. You will get disqualified. It's just the little stuff that is going to make you get disqualified. So please just stick to the word limit. As I already said, if you are coming from a non-English speaking country, especially those countries like maybe where they speak French or Portuguese, make sure that your documents are translated to English before you actually upload on the portal. So now from here, I'm going to share my screen.
When you come on Google, you type in A2A portal, and then Indian Council for Cultural Relations will be the first one which will be suggested. You just click, and then it will take you directly to the portal. This is how the portal interface looks like. Before you start with the whole application process, because you are a new applicant, you need to click and then you click applicant registration because you are a new user. As they suggested here, please read guidelines before filling in or before registering. Yes. So here you just need to enter what are you applying for. Is it undergraduate, postgraduate, or PhD? You actually need to fill in everything here: father's name, mother's name, your gender, your passport number, date of birth, your email, your mobile number, and then you need to create a password. So for your email and your mobile number, whatever you choose to enter here, make sure that it's email address that is valid that you use on a regular basis, and the same goes for your mobile number. Because in case you get accepted, all communication will be channeled through your email which or phone number which you have provided. And then after you are done with the registration process, you come here and then you log in. And then that's where you're going to start with the whole application process. And what else is important on this interface? Here you need to read. These are some self-explanatory things I'm not going to go through. I've also mentioned earlier that at ICCR there are different schemes. These are the scheme list. So if you are applying for this scholarship and you're from Africa, you need to select. On the application form, they are going to ask you which scheme of the scholarship are you applying to. So you need to write African scholarships. And then these are just the instructions you need to read. I'm not going to go through that, it's self-explanatory. And these are also the cities where you might find yourself in case you get accepted. And then these are the universities. As I've said, you are allowed to apply to a maximum of 5 universities. Um, there are 95, um, 95 universities where you can apply to. Here is the list of all the universities where you can apply to. You need to select 5 of them, and then, as I've already said, please do some research. Make sure that the university that you will select, the medium of instruction is English. And then This part is also important, and the most important thing here is the physical fitness form, which I have spoken about earlier. This form is the one that you need to download. You go to the hospital, you just tell the doctor that you are applying for the scholarship, you show them the form, you give it to him or her, they'll know what to do. And then after you get it back, uh, I know you will not get it back the same day because some tests take longer than others. Yes, this is how the form looks like. And this just before you leave the hospital, after the doctor write some remarks, date, and then signature and address, you need to make sure that they put a hospital seal or stamp so that your results don't look fake. Just keep that in. But this is very important, and that's why I've also suggested that you do this first because you need to submit this form together with your application form. So, if you really want to apply, you can download this form today, and then tomorrow morning you go to the hospital. I mean, you print it out and then you go to the hospital, and then by next week, Monday, hopefully you could have gotten all your results, and then you can start applying. All these other things you need to read, they're also important. Scholarship guidelines before filling the form, you need to read, important. Travel, this is about before and after you arrive in India, what to expect, culture and everything, the food, the expenses that you need to pay, they are all listed in this travel document. And this is the financial terms. And then these are just the contact details and some testimonials. You can go through that at your own time. So now I'm going to log in just to show you um how, because you are applying, you need to select are you an applicant, so you click yes. For me, I'm not an applicant, that's why I selected no. Please just keep that in mind. This is how, after you have logged in, you see, after you have logged in, your name will display here. You are logged in as your name will appear. Application editing option will be available in case of university finds any problem in your application. So here now you need to, after welcome to the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, uh, you click here apply for scholarship, and then this page will come up. This is an application form for 2023-2024 applicants through ICCR. And here you need to upload your passport size photo with a white background. If you don't have one, you also need to go and actually get one before you actually start applying. And now here you just need to fill in whatever they ask. This, as I've already said, you are required to write an essay. And these are the topics that you are given. They are just topics, and they have said 500 words, not more than 500 words. So please just make sure that you stick to the word limit so that you don't get disqualified. The topics are already given, you just choose one. Yeah, I think that's about it. After you are done, at the end, you must have all your documents. What else? Your physical fitness form, your passport, everything that they ask, make sure that you have all your documents at the end and then you upload. If you have any question, I'll be more than happy to help. Just comment down in the comment section. If I know the answer, I'll be able to help. I wish you all the best.
Now, after you're done filling in the whole application form and you submit your application form, you will have to wait, I think, about 2 months. They'll start with their selection process either in May or June. If you get accepted, you receive an email. That's why I'm saying it's very important to enter a valid email. You receive an email, dear Hilma Israel, you have been accepted to this university to study this course. Do you accept or reject the offer? You need to fill in that form, you need to accept or reject the offer, and then you need to sign, and then you have to send it back. So please make sure that your email is valid, and if you're going to enter someone's email there, make sure that it's someone who actually view their email every day in someone you can trust. So yeah, I think that's what is most important. But if you're applying, I wish you all the best. Please do not listen to naysayer. There are a lot of people who are going to discourage you. Do not listen to them, because people have their own insecurities somehow. I don't know. They are going to tell you, how are you going to survive in that foreign country? I survived. So will you. I survived, so will you. And we have a huge population of international students here. You will not be lonely. I wish you all the best. Please apply if you can. Please share this video with your friends or with whoever you think might need it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.